Hey everybody, welcome in. Today we're going to be taking a look at Eureka Math and Engage New York's Grade 4, Module 3, Lesson 13. And in this lesson we're going to use multiplication, addition, or subtraction to solve multi-step word problems. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Number 1 says, over the summer, Kate earned $180 each week for 7 weeks. All right, that word each usually indicates we need to multiply. Of that money, she spent $375 on a new computer. So she spent this much on a new computer and $137 on new clothes. How much money did she have left? So in this problem, we can see that there's a couple steps that we're going to need to take. So she must have worked over the summer in order to earn some money. She earned $180 each week for 7 weeks. So as I said earlier, that usually suggests that we need to multiply. So in a minute here, we're going to go ahead and do $180 times the 7 weeks that she earned $180, okay? And from there, we're going to use a tape diagram in order to show how much money she spent and then eventually how much money she had left over. So up here it says she spent $375 on a new computer. So we'll put that over here, and this will be 375. And she also spent 137 on new clothes. So if she spent that money, that is money that she no longer has. Okay, so again, this will be our clothes, and this will be the computer. Okay, so let's first figure out how much money she earned over the summer. $180 times 7. I'm going to use a standard algorithm. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 8 is 56. I'm going to bring down the 6, carry my 5 up top over here to my hundreds. And 7 times 1 is 7, plus 5 is 12. So over the summer, she made $1,260. But again, she went ahead and spent some of that money. Well deserved. She spent $375 on a new computer. So let's subtract her earnings from the amount of the computer. Again, I'll use a standard algorithm here. 0 minus 5 would require me to regroup, so I'm going to regroup 6 tens for 5 tens and 10 ones. So now 10 minus 5 is 5. 5 minus 7 now, I would need to regroup again, so I'm going to regroup 2 hundreds for 100 and 10 tens with the 5 tens I already have. 15 minus 7 is 8. 100 minus 300s, I would need to regroup. So I'm going to regroup 1,000 for 10 hundreds with the one that I already have, which is now becomes 11. And 11 minus 3 is 8. So she has $885 after she bought the new computer. This is now her new amount of money, $885. And then we're going to subtract off the amount she spent on clothes. 5 minus 7, again, I would need to regroup. So I'm going to regroup 8 tens for 7 tens and 10 ones. With the 5 ones I already have, makes 15. 15 minus 7 is 8. 7 minus 3, no regrouping here, is 4. And 8 minus 1 is 7. So she worked all summer for 7 weeks, earning $180 each week for a total amount of money in the summer of $1,260. She spent money for a new computer, so we had to subtract that, which is $885. And then we have our $885 minus the cost of the new clothes, which was $137. That leaves her $748 left over. So to put that in a sentence, we could say she has $, $748 left. Number 2 is quite involved. It says Sylvia weighed 8 pounds when she was born. Her first birthday, her weight had tripled. We're going to read through this whole problem, then we'll come back to what tripled means. By her second birthday, she had gained 12 more pounds. At that time, Sylvia's father weighed 5 times as much as she did. What is Sylvia and her dad's combined weight? So quite a lot going on in this problem here. Our first sentence says Sylvia weighed 8 pounds when she was born. By her first birthday, her weight had tripled. Now, if something triples, that means it is 3 times as much. So we're going to multiply by 3. So the 8 pounds at birth is tripled. So I'm going to draw a tape diagram with 3 equal groups of 8 for a total of 24 pounds. By her first birthday. So when she is 1 year old, she's 24 pounds. LBS being pounds. Okay. Now, I'm sorry. No, that's right. By her second birthday, she had gained 12 more pounds. So she put that weight on. She gained it. That means that would be addition. So we're going to take our 24 pounds from her first birthday, and we're going to add on how much weight she gained, which is 12. So 24, this would be addition, plus 12 gives us 36 pounds. Okay. Now, at that time, after she had already gained 12 more pounds, we've taken care of everything sort of up to this point. Now we're working from the fourth sentence on. At that time, Sylvia's father weighed 5 times as much as she did. So we're going to extend our tape diagram a little bit more, because now we have another multiplication by comparison. We're going to have 5 equal groups of 36 because her dad weighs 5 times as much. So 36, 36, 36, 36, and 36. 5 equal groups of 36. It's going to require us to do the standard algorithm. So 36 times 5. 6 times 5 is 30, so bring down the 0. Carry our 3. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. So her dad weighs 180 pounds. So this is dad's weight. Okay. We need this dad's weight to solve our ultimate problem here. What was Sylvia and her dad's combined weight? So we need the dad's weight and Sylvia's weight. So dad weighs 180. Sylvia weighs 36. That means we have to add. 0 plus 6 is 6. 8 plus 3 is 11. Bring down the 1. Carry the 1 up top here. And 1 plus 1 is 2 to make 216 pounds. So to put that in a sentence, to wrap this up, we could say Sylvia and her dad's combined weight is 216 pounds. Problem number 3 says 3 boxes weighing 128 pounds each and 1 box weighing 254 pounds were loaded onto the back of an empty truck. A crate of apples was then loaded onto the same truck. If the total weight loaded onto the truck was 2,000 pounds, how much did the crate of apples weigh? All right, so again, quite a bit going on here. Let's go ahead and read it again. There's 3 boxes weighing 128 pounds each. So that suggests we need to multiply. And 1 box weighing 254 pounds. Now we can't include this in our multiplication because the weight is different. So we don't have an equal group there. So we're going to have to add this onto the weight of those 3 boxes. We load it onto the back of an empty truck. So let's start there. Okay, we have 3 groups of 128. And then we have this additional box that weighs 254 pounds. All right, so let's start there and let's solve to see how much weight is onto the truck with these 4 boxes. So we'll use multiplication to figure out how much the 3 boxes weigh. 128 times 3. 8 times 3 is 24. Bring down my 4, carry my 2. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. And then 3 times 1 is 3. So that's the weight of these trucks over here. And now we'll go ahead and add that sort of other box that was unlike the 3 boxes weighing 128 pounds. So we'll add 254. And actually, let me do this over here. I'll rewrite it. Plus 254. All right. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. I need to regroup. 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus 2 is equal to 6. Okay, so 638 pounds was loaded onto the truck so far. Okay, then it says a crate of apples was then loaded onto the same truck, but they don't tell us how much that crate of apples is, but we do know the total weight. So the total weight would combine all 5 parts. The 3 boxes, this box weighing 254 pounds, and then this mystery amount crate of apples. Loaded onto the truck was 2,000 pounds. We need to solve for how much did the crate of apples weigh. So we'll take our total weight of 2,000 and we will subtract off 638, and that will leave us with the sort of mystery amount of apples. So this little tape diagram here would be how much the apples weighed. A lot of regrouping here. I'm actually going to simplify this a little bit. Because I have all of these zeros and would require a lot of regrouping, I'm just going to take 1 away from each of these, and we'll get the same answer. So rather than thinking of this as 2,000 minus 638, I'll do 1,999 minus 637. 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 minus 3 is 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. And 1 minus nothing is 1. And this is the weight of our crate of apples. So we can say the crate of apples weighs 1,362 pounds. Final one here, number 4. It says, in 1 month, Charlie read 814 pages. In the same month, his mom read 4 times as many pages as Charlie, and that was 143 pages more than Charlie's dad. What's the total number of pages read by Charlie and his parents? So, in 1 month, Charlie read this amount of pages, 814 pages, quite a bookworm. In the same month, his mom read 4 times as many pages. So multiplication by comparison, we see that word times in here. So however many books Charlie read, his mom read 4 times that amount. Now that amount is 143 more pages than Charlie's dad read. So Charlie's mom ended up reading more than Charlie's dad. we need the total number of pages read by Charlie and his parents. So let's use tape diagrams here to help us again. We'll make a tape diagram for Charlie, and his will be pretty easy because he read 814 pages. Now Charlie's mom read 4 times as many pages as Charlie, so we'll have 4 equal groups of 814. So 814, 814, 814, and 814. Now, before I go ahead and do that, I just want to make my tape diagram for Dad, because Dad read fewer pages than did his mom. So in order to solve this, we need to take Charlie's mom's amount, which we didn't calculate yet, subtract it, and that will give us Dad's amount. So let's figure out how many pages Mom read by doing 814 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So I'll bring down my 6, carry my 1. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And 4 times 8 is 32. So Charlie's mom read 3,256 pages. All right. Now, Dad read 143 pages fewer than that. So, in order to figure out how many pages Charlie's dad read, we'll take that 3,256 and subtract 143. 6 minus 3 is 3. 5 minus 4 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. And 3 minus nothing is 3. So this is Charlie's dad's amount of pages, 3,113. Our question wants to know the total number of pages read by Charlie and his parents, parents being mom and dad. So we're going to take these 3 numbers and then add them up. And we can add them really in any order. I'm going to add Charlie's mom's amount of pages and dad's first, then do Charlie's. So 3,256 plus 3,113. 6 plus 3 is 9. 5 plus 1 is 6. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. So this is the mom and dad's amount of pages. We need to take that amount and add Charlie's 814. Nine plus 4 is 13. Bring down my 3. Carry the 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. Plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Bring down the 1. Carry the 1. And 1 plus 6 is 7. For a total sum of 7,183. So we can say Charlie and his parents read 7,183 pages.